There we go. What's up, everybody? Wow, we are really live on StreamYard. So this is really happening. I hope we are all on Facebook, The Science of Flipping, my personal page, my business page. What's up? What's up? Facebook user. I love that. I don't even get to see the name that comes through, but hey, new technology these days. I didn't say I was going to teach you technology. I'm going to teach you about real estate and doing a ton of deals so far this year. What is up, everybody? Very happy to be here. Hopefully, if you guys are here, let me know what market you're in. Let me know if you're a new investor. I do not get to see your names, unfortunately, as you are posting as a moment in time. Let me know your name. Oh, Sterling, I see you, buddy. Let me know what market you're in. Let me know if you're wholesaling, if you're flipping. Let me know what marketing you're doing. I just want a massive amount of engagements on all platforms here. I am excited. This is one of the cooler technologies I've seen. Linda, what is up? Bloomfield, New Jersey is in the house. What is going on there? So right now, again, we are in the Science of Flipping Academy group. We are on my YouTube channel. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, go over to YouTube right now. Subscribe to Justin Colby. We're on my personal page. We are also on my business page. So I think this is one of the coolest. My hair is a little wild today with this wind. Whatever hair I have left, right? So I love this. This is really, really cool. What's up, Jackawan? Oklahoma City's in the house, South Carolina and Massachusetts. Charlotte calling. Drop what kind of marketing you guys are currently doing. This is going to be a great Q&A. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you of how we've started this year off so incredible. Started 2021 off so great. So many contracts. It's only the 20th right now, and we went on a tear starting off this year. So hopefully you guys are feeling the same thing and seeing the same thing in your business. What's up, Robert Newman? What's up, JC out of San Diego? Linda, Florida, wholesaling, fix and flip. Great. I love it. So here's the structure. I'm going to go and teach what we've done that really has been lights out the start of this year. And then I'm going to kind of pivot about 30 minutes and open it up for Q&A. Obviously, we will have to have that Q&A right here in the chat. So when you do have questions, make sure you write them in the chat. Even if you have questions along the way, make sure you write them in the chat, send them in, and I will actually jump in here and answer them about 30 minutes or so. So it looks like we have a pretty good group right now viewing. Happy Jasper, what's up? The DMV is in the house. Great market out there. Florida, fix and rent. Beautiful business model. Robert Newman is RVMing and texting. Okay, so let me tell you about how 2020 just literally got shot out of a rocket. What we were doing, what marketing we were doing, how we were able to get so many contracts so quickly, what's happened since then, what we are looking to do going into, the remainder of Q1. We're already 3 weeks into Q1 of 2020. I can't believe January is almost over. And then obviously post your questions in the chat, and I'll get to those in about 30 minutes. So let's just start off. 2020 ended really well. We had a really good December. And the 4 marketing strategies that we do and use heavily are cold calling, texting, direct mail, and pay-per-click advertising. And the reason why is the 2 highest motivated marketing strategies are pay-per-click advertising and direct mail. I would also tell you they are the highest cost. So you have the highest motivation within the sellers. You are also going to get the highest cost. So that can be a little tricky depending upon where you're at in your business, right? I do want to see, I don't believe I can. I wanted to see if I could record this, but I don't believe I can. It's all good. All right. So you have the highest motivation, highest cost. So the way we treat our marketing is I want as many sellers to come through my pipeline as possible, right? So there are 4 pillars of this business. You have marketing, you have sales and conversion, you have your KPIs, operational tracking, and then you have your exit strategy. And what we really refined well and have a better team now than we did at the start of 2020 is we really refined how to bring as many leads in and how to convert better. The biggest secret sauce that I can tell you we did is, this is a no-brainer. You should have heard this from me on every single podcast I've ever said. If you've seen me on stage, if you've ever seen me anywhere, the big secret sauce, guys, is we elevated our offer game. We really increased actual offers. I think, over the years, me and my team have somewhat been caught relaxing and basically being okay with just making verbal offers. And if it's not really in the ballpark, we kind of just let it lie. We turned that gas off. We stopped that and turned the gas on going into December. And because of us really focusing on marketing, bringing leads in, and then converting, we really ramped up our actual offer game, guys. And there's no secret to that. I didn't get ultra creative. I didn't spin crazy creative offers out there. I quite literally just made my team make more offers. They had a dedicated amount of offers that they had to make each and every day. And they have a dedicated amount of offers. So KPIs, they have to make each and every week. And if they are not accountable for them, they need to figure out why they didn't hit those numbers. So tracking the KPIs became really important because we were so focused on marketing and conversion. The key there is, if you have to set an expectation, or if you set a goal for what they're trying to achieve, and then hold them accountable. I also can tell you I made a really good hire. So I brought on a new acquisition person in December. He has panned out to be really, really good. That obviously helps our numbers. As good as he is, it's also because of the training that he's getting. We have really dialed in what we are trying to achieve. He has very specific tasks. He doesn't deviate, and he focuses on sales, negotiating, and offering. Make your offers, right? And so as long as he's hitting his numbers, we know our numbers about the percentage of offers that they're not going to land. Let's call it what it is, right? It's not going to get there. We're going to be too far off. So we know if he makes a certain amount of offers in Phoenix, that he's going to get, at least 1 or 2 a week rolling. Now, Oklahoma City was a new market for us starting in December 2020. We rolled out Oklahoma City in 2020. We don't know a ton about it. We do have some connections here. I see Jakawan is here. So what's up, Jakawan? He is in Oklahoma City. I had some people in my mastermind that are in Oklahoma City. I asked around, but we just took a leap of faith and we chose that market because the price point, and then my big 2 criterias of why I jumped in to Oklahoma City, or why I choose any market to jump into, is going to be, one, is it under the median price point? So right now, the national median price point is roughly $325,000, something like that. And so I want to be in markets that are under the median price point. And then even if the median price point's about where the market is, what are the sub-markets that are going to be well below the median price point? And that's where I want to focus. So we jumped into that market with cold calling. I know many people right now are doing virtual wholesaling with pay-per-click advertising and Google Ads. I love it. I encourage it. We did not do that route. We went with cold calling instead, with a combination of text messaging. And we found it to work really, really well. Again, it goes back to just having goals that you're trying to achieve. How many leads are you going to bring in? How many sellers are you going to be able to talk to, and how many offers are you going to make? And if we continue to achieve those, we will set new, I don't want to say records, because we're 2 weeks, 3 weeks into the year, but we will achieve the ultimate goals that we're trying to, and it's working like a charm. Now, a lot of people are going to say, what really worked? And, did you get creative in the questions? And I want you to write your questions in this chat box here, because I'll get there in about 20 minutes. But I can tell you it's the combination of 4 pillars of our business, okay? This business is made up of 4 pillars, and 4 pillars only. I cover the first 2, marketing and sales negotiating. The third is KPIs, tracking your KPIs and managing them, managing to them. And then lastly, guys, is going to be your exit strategy. Now, this is really big, because if you understand whether you're going to wholesale something, wholetail something, rehab it, or maybe keep it in your portfolio, it changes how you make the offer sometimes. Okay. So sometimes we will go into a property and we realize we want to rehab it. Now, if we can't get to the number we initially wanted to, as a wholesale number that builds in our wholesale fee, well, if we can't get there with the seller, then we can reanalyze the deal and say, okay, well, if we're going to buy this intention to wholesale it or rehab it, I can pay a little bit more because I'm not necessarily trying to get a wholesale fee in there. I can be the rehabber that needs to buy something at 80% of value, right? And so in that case, knowing my exit strategy has allowed me to have my team pivot on how they're going to make the offer, right? If I'm looking to buy and hold, or it looks like a good buy and hold opportunity, a good home, good bones, doesn't need a ton of repair. As I've mentioned to everyone, I'm looking to buy and hold this year. 2021 is going to be a big buy and hold year for me. I will tell you, my numbers are drastically different. In fact, the conversations that I've trained my acquisition team to be talking to sellers, knowing that it's a good buy and hold, is totally different than just coming into a cash offer, right? I'm now also offering like a 3 option LOI if the number isn't there. Now, what I mean by this, and I've hopped up on a lot of coffee, so forgive me. I'm going a million miles an hour. Hopefully this is good stuff. If you're liking this, throw a like in Facebook, throw a like on YouTube. Let me know you feel the love. If you love it, throw some loves up there. Now, the other thing is, if we are talking to a seller, how I've trained my team, both in Phoenix, Tucson, and Oklahoma City. And by the way, we're about to launch Milwaukee in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, second week of February, we will be in Milwaukee. So the way that I've trained my team is, if we're off on the cash offer, but it looks to be a pretty good rental area, right? Like we're in a good price point. The things the sellers are saying is, yeah, I've lived there for 15 years. The home's in good condition. I really do want to sell. Here's why. Well, we start to run our numbers. Like, where would we need to be for an offer? And let's just say in Oklahoma City, someone wants $70,000, but really, as a wholesaler, I would want to contract it at, $55,000. So we're off, right? This is where understanding, hey, let me see if I can get you to the $70,000. It might be a little bit more creative for you, right? But let me offer you the $70,000. Give me a 2-week time frame for me to actually figure out how I can get there, how I can creative finance this, and then we'll get back to the table. And for us, being able to bring in some creative financing options when working with homeowners because we're too far off on the cash, that has given us more options as well. And by the way, the things that we have found specifically in Oklahoma City are, when it starts to get a little creative for some sellers, sometimes they'll just revert back to the cash offer that we told them we could offer them cash in the first place. And then we get our number. So by also giving them multiple options, a lot of times, and I don't know if I have a percentage, I can't think of it off the top of my head, I've actually been able to see the seller go from, I can't take that cash offer, and then we give them some alternate, options, and typically creative, right? Some level of creative financing. And then they say, you know what? Why don't we just take the cash? I need to get this done by the end of the month or whatever have you. So giving them options based around my exit strategy really has been a big value add, and why so far this year we've done so well. Now, remember, let me press pause here. I'm focusing on 4 things. The 4 pillars of our business: marketing, sales, KPIs, and exit strategy. If you can use them in combination, that is what's working really, really well for us. We are finding the exit strategy. We're figuring that out simultaneously to making the offer. Every offer as a wholesaler or a flipper, I want it to be a cash offer, right? I always want to be able to either buy it for myself, like we're buying a mobile home. I think we close Wednesday or Thursday. I always want to try to buy it for myself and flip it, or wholesale it. So I want it to just to be the path of least resistance, right? I want to be able to just buy that cash. That being said, if we can't get there, understanding that There are properties that I will wholesale. There's properties that we can rehab. There's also properties that I would keep, primarily in Oklahoma City, because the price point is better and the rental values are better than Phoenix as a moment in time. If I know that going in, or my team knows that, then those offers really become like endless, right? So we have a very high mark on how many offers a week these guys are supposed to send out, based around how many leads that they're bringing in every single week. Okay. So with that said, what's up, Nate? How are you, dude? Long time, brother. Long time. So with that said, let's talk about some of the KPIs that I want to manage to. First and foremost, again, let's just talk about Oklahoma City. That's a market we opened up December 1st and quite literally has caught on fire immediately. One of the things that we are measuring too is we don't want to bring in more than about 30 leads per acquisition person. Okay, so 30 leads per acquisition person, because ultimately you're going to overwhelm them. In sales, you're going to bring in so many leads that you're just going to overwhelm them. They're not going to really actually know what to do because they're not working these leads efficiently, right? So from the 30 leads or so every single week, they have to work the new leads and work all the follow-ups and make sure they're making offers. The other thing that really is important is they need to have some level of a goal. Like each acquisition person has to have at least 10 offers out a week. 10 real offers that were docu-signed, that were mailed, that were carrier pigeoned. I don't care. They need to hit 10 offers each and every week, right? And so that's the threshold of you really want to be able to bring that many leads in. So when people talk about what type of marketing are you doing, Justin, to get these results, it is primarily calling, texting, because of we are being proactive rather than reactive. You see a lot of people are being reactive, which is PPC and direct mail. I love those. We still do those, but the mass volume of leads are going to come from cold calling and text messaging, right? Then you manage to how many offers are actually going out there. So this has been really advantageous for us through December, opening up a new market. When you don't really know what you don't know, you just need to start gaining some traction, going out there in almost a brute force sense. Now, I've done this for 13 years. For those that don't know me or who I am, I've been flipping homes since 2007. I started when I was broke, busted, and disgusted. I say that because I literally lost my home to foreclosure. The repo man took my car. I had no car. I was sleeping on my friend's couch. And so I started with nothing. So if you're out there thinking, how do I get started in this? Trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. And so I say all that to say I've done this for 13 years. I'm creeping up on 1,700 homes flipped, right? So when I say brute force, I don't mean just, head down and being unconsciously like just go. No, there's absolutely a process and a strategy behind that. And I've kind of developed this strategy that for lack of a better word, is like an inverse profit method, right? Where I actually do so much business in Phoenix and I do it without spending any money. I'm actually able to do so many deals. I do 10 to 20 deals a month in Phoenix for free without spending any money on marketing. That money gets generated. I then, instead of paying myself, because I have a business to run, right? I don't increase how much I pay myself. I put that back into my business, into the marketing strategies. That's why I'm able to run 4 different strategies each and every month. That's why I can have so many leads coming in. So some of you out there might be thinking, wow, 35 leads, 40 leads a week, each and every week. That's a lot of leads. It is. But I've been able to inverse my business. So many people out there, and I have been one of them for years and years and years, have always taught, go out there, go market, find deals, get deals done, and then take a percentage of your profits and increase your marketing. I'm reversing the whole thing. For a cute little name, let's call it, I call it the inverse profit method, because I basically do it completely inverse to what everyone else has been teaching. I go and get deals done for free, no money marketing. And then I take that profit and I put that into my marketing. And then essentially I actually have, a limitless amount of profit. I mean, the profit is infinite because I didn't ever come out of my pockets to get the deals done, right? And so because of that, I've been able to open up other markets. So again, Phoenix, Tucson, Oklahoma City, as I just said, in 2.5, 3 weeks, we're going to be in Milwaukee. I want to be in North Carolina here before Q2 is over, but it's all going to run on the same strategy. Bring in 30 leads per acquisition person, make them hit a minimum of 10 offers each and every week, and make sure that you have your right buyers. Now, as a wholesaler, most of you on here are probably or likely in wholesaling. And if you're not and you're a rehabber, God bless you. You are amazing, because I do a handful of rehabs every year still, and still they're a challenge. Not because they're not profitable, they're very profitable, but even things like getting a Binzer and having to do all those little minor repairs or whatever the case may be, it's always fun. So if you're a rehabber, you really should be looking at this method of wholesaling specifically, because it's such good, fast money. It can actually finance your rehab business, right? And or finance your portfolio business. One of my big achievements for 2021 will be buying a rather large rental portfolio throughout the year. And so that's what I'm going after. And so how am I going to do that? I'm going to bring in a bunch of revenue within the wholesaling space, and I'm going to reallocate that revenue into building wealth. And so it's really important to look at this in an inverse way. There's a way that you can grow without having to spend your way to get there. Okay. A lot of people, they talk about, I've done so many deals a year. I've done this much revenue a year, but I don't necessarily care about that. What I always talk about is what's your profitability, right? Because if you have to spend $950,000 to make $1 million, that's not the business model I want to look after, right? I want to go after the inverse model that I told you. I want to go get free money first, get deals for free, allow that and allocate that to my marketing. Then every dollar I put into marketing, the money that comes back is basically infinite, because it never came out of my pockets, essentially, right? And then take that money, and because there's nothing to repay, there's no cost to it, I can actually go out and live the life I want to live, build it, buy my rental portfolio I want to be able to buy, all because I've structured my business in a way now after 13 years to run everything in an inverse method, right? And so again, I don't care if you're a rehabber. I love it. I mean, rehab, I have plenty of friends probably even watching right now that are just murdering it on the rehabs and making God loads of money. And I love that. I respect the shit out of it. I don't have the patience or bandwidth for it anymore. But you also should have a wholesaling division, let's call it, because the money is such easier money, such quicker money. It may be smaller, but it can help finance the rest of your business. And so that's really the big change. I can tell you what happened back in March when COVID hit. How I made that pivot was really to restructure my business. We leaned all the way down. Essentially, my manager and I were running the business, and now we're back up to 7 employees, 8 employees. We just hired 2 more. We have a disposition manager who runs all dispositions for all cities and all states. She has been a huge value. So when you're doing, 10 to 20 deals every single month, being able to compartmentalize your business where you have just acquisitions and just dispositions, and you're not having one person run both, you're able to make sales and acquisitions a whole lot more effective because you're not having them do like 5 different things, right? You're not having them, acquire the property or, negotiate it, sell it, then write the paperwork, send the paperwork, get the paperwork over to title, then go find the buyer. They're not doing all that. They're compartmentalized to one thing. Get on the phone, negotiate with the seller, get the terms right, done. Take the paperwork over to our dispositions manager. She will also be the transactional coordinator. She'll draw up the paperwork, send it to the seller, and you're back to the next lead. So being way more efficient on the sales process really has made a huge wave for us to end last year going into this year. Like I mentioned, we had some killer hires in the acquisition side of things. And then we also brought in a disposition manager full-time only for that. Right. So she handles all of my sales of all the coal wholesale deals I do with all my other investor friends here in Phoenix, the direct deals I do here in Phoenix, Tucson, and Oklahoma City. And then she will also manage Milwaukee when we open that, et cetera, et cetera. And so I know I'm going fast. If you have questions, make sure you're putting them in the chat right now. If you haven't said what up to me, say what's up, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're in Science Flipping Academy. I will tell you, I'm only going to be able to give you as much as I can here. If you have any interest at all about, how I run my business in the blueprint of it, just go to my website, thescienceofflipping.com, and book a call. Just do scienceofflipping.com/call. thescienceofflipping.com/call. I'll give you a little survey. I want to know a little bit more about you, and me and my team are happy to help you, because over 13 years, I think we've learned a thing or two, right? And now we're absolutely murdering it in 2021. As a whole, I will tell you, I firmly believe, the first 6 months for sure are going to be lights out, awesome, great time to be an investor. Keep going hard. And if you're in the business, keep doing your thing. Keep going hard. Pour gas on it. If you're trying to get into the business, this is the time to do it. Do not wait. This is going to be an incredible 6 months. Now, after 6 months, actually, I'm saying I'm more bullish than most. I actually think, 2021 for the first 9 months is going to be pretty sweet. The first 6 months for sure. I think, Q3 is going to be pretty good as well. After that, now we start to talk about, lifting moratoriums and what does that do with, the foreclosure process, tenant evictions, etc. I don't have a crystal ball, or at least whatever crystal ball I did have towards the end of the last year just shattered. And I said, I'm just going to keep my head down and keep running business. What's up, Mike? What's going on, brother? Gary Coy, Aaron, what's up, everybody? Let me know who you are, what market you're in. So I will tell you, if you want to talk to me about this the blueprint I've built, I call it the inverse profit method. Just go to thescienceofflipping.com/call. You'll fill out a quick form for me to get to know you a little bit. And then me and my team will jump on a call with you, see if we can help. Easy as that. Now, with that being said, I want you guys to realize I went over 4 main pillars today, and all of them are the reasons why we've done so well. If you just focus on sales, while I love it, as I'm a sales guy myself. I love sales. I'm good at sales. I practice sales. I study sales. That isn't just the only thing, right? Because there's 2 reasons you can do well in the sales component. One of them will be you have a lot of lead flow and you're killing it because you're getting all the leads and the low-hanging fruit, and it's easy, right? The other thing is becoming a better conversion specialist, right? Converting those homeowners to a sale, right? And making sure you provide value. A lot of times people are out there fixing the wrong thing, right? More often than not, I will tell you, and if you're this person, I would urge you to, throw a hand up or throw an emoji in the comment. A lot of times people think that they have a lead problem. They don't have enough leads. They don't have good enough leads. I need to get a new list. I need to find more motivation. I need. But if they're actively marketing and they have leads coming in, I would guess, if I could audit your business, if you and I can get on a call, I would guess you actually have a conversion problem. I'm guessing. I don't know everyone watching this. I know we have a good amount of people watching this, but I'm guessing if you're actively marketing and you're bringing in at least 20 to 25 leads a month, you have a conversion problem. Right now, I can tell you, in the last, I think it was from December 1st, when we launched Oklahoma City, we brought in 150 leads. Okay. And this is as of last week. So now this week there's even more, et cetera. But as of last week, when we had our weekly meeting, we brought in 150 leads. We made 37 offers, and we contracted 9 deals that we did not have to back out of. As I put this post, we actually had to back out of several deals because some were in Oklahoma City. We just didn't have the buyers yet, or maybe we overpaid. And then one was here and the seller decided to cancel because COVID, tenants, et cetera, they just didn't want to go through. It happens. But if you can have that level, that high percentage of deals that don't have to back out, you have a good conversion. You're doing the right thing by the seller. You're actually doing well at the sales component. So now it's just a lead component, right? And so I will tell you, most people are finding, or they're trying to solve the wrong problem. They're trying to solve the lead problem. We were able to convert 1 out of every 37 of those leads, right? So it doesn't take many leads for us to get that many deals, right? A lot of people are having way more than that, right? Way more than that. And so they have to spend a lot of money, or simply they're not converting well. They're not negotiating well. They're actually not doing their job finding pain and being of value to those pain. And so it's a combination of all this. I wish I just had one magic pill to give you guys. Here's my secret of why we've done so great in 2021, magic pill. No, that's not the case. You got to focus on your marketing. You got to focus on your conversion, your KPIs, and your exit strategy. And if you harness all of them, you're going to do really, really well this year. There's no doubt about it. So with that said, that's how 2021 has been going for us so far. We are on fire. It is incredible. I know many of you out there watching this also would probably say that things are incredible, but now is the time for you guys to ask me questions. I want this to be really engaging. Any and all questions, go ahead and ask here. I'll answer all questions about your real estate business, whatever challenges you're possibly having. The other thing I would say to this is, again, if the questions are like too in depth and you want to like an overhaul of your business and why isn't my marketing working and all that kind of stuff, just book a call with us. Go to thescienceofflipping.com/call. Book a call with me, my team. We will help you. So I want to see some questions. Michael Lee, what up, man? I got a lot of buyers in OKC. I would love to help you move your deals, dude. I love it. All right, Michael, do this for me. Send me a direct message. Jeez, I can't get that. Send me a direct message and let's connect, man. I'll get your contact. We'll chat. We're going hard in the paint in OKC, man. We're bringing in a lot of leads. We have 8 cold callers working in Oklahoma City right now. So if you guys are out there asking what's your heaviest marketing strategy right now is a moment in time, it is cold calling and text messaging, because I'm spending the money on skip tracing. So why wouldn't I text message them as well? What else? What is else going on? Jasper, what's up, man? Jasper, I got to get to you, bro. Okay, Jasper, send me one more DM. I promise I will reply right after this. Michael Lee and Jasper Harrison, what's up? Send me a DM. I will reply. Apparently, there's a bunch of ballers in OKC. Hopefully, your guys' business is doing as well as ours. I think we just contracted one yesterday. Oh, by the way, another little tidbit. Unfortunately, people are jumping off. They shouldn't be, because I'm going to give you a little tidbit. If you don't have a good buyers list, focus on that first, especially as a wholesaler. We have been doing so well at deals that aren't deals to us, but we do our best to get the number that we believe we can be around, and we are finding buyers for them. Yesterday, we sold a piece of land in Arizona, in New River, Arizona. You're welcome. And it went to an agent that we've never really talked to. It so happens that they knew one of the neighbors in the area. The neighbor wanted to buy the piece of land. We lined it up. We made money. If you do not focus on your buyers list as a wholesaler, you are drastically missing out. I just taught my students this all night last night. I mean, it went on for hours. And so this is really important for you as a wholesaler. Marcus, what's up, dude? Do you do RVM as well? So as a moment in time, we do not. We used to really, really heavily in Phoenix and San Antonio when we were heavily in San Antonio. We do not as a moment in time now. There's no particular reason we don't, except for the team that I had. They aren't with us anymore. And so the team I have right now are really high level, really good. And I want them to focus on like getting directly to these sellers. So we may implement it again. I do know it works. I do have a buddy that does it very, very well. And he's doing very well himself. So I would encourage you to do it if you have it up, depending upon your marketing budget, right? I mean, it just depends on, that is a relatively cheap way to go about it. But here's the hurdle. Here's what I believe people don't talk enough about with RVM. What is RVM? RVM is ringless voicemail. Okay. So have you ever got a voicemail on your phone? You're like, dude, my phone didn't ring. How did I get this voicemail? Well, that's what happened. They RVM'd you. So the thing that people don't talk enough about is the skip tracing, right? You need to spend money on skip tracing. The better your skip tracing is, the better your connection rate is, the better you're going to reach the seller that you're trying to reach. So RVM, while the actual system to do RVMs is cheap, the thing that most people don't talk about is you still got to skip trace, right? And so, skip tracing can be roughly 15 cents. I would tell you use batchskiptracing.com. If you put in my code TSOF, then Batch will hook you up with a 3-cent discount. Again, batchskiptracing.com. Use promo code TSOF. With all that said, use RVM if you like it. I have a buddy that is absolutely crushing it. He's doing anywhere from 3 to 5 deals every single month just off of his RVM in one market. So I'd encourage it. Marcus, were the results similar at text or cold calling? So cold calling is the lead horse right now for sure. I would say roughly for every 3 deals we get through cold calling, we'll get 1 from text messaging. So I use Launch Control. If you go to launchcontrol.us, they'll have you fill out a form. You fill out an application. Let them know you were recommended by me, Justin, Science of Flipping. They'll give you a little bit of love there. But I love Launch Control. I love text messaging. Again, my idea there, for lack of a better word, is I'm already skip tracing for cold calling. Why not also text message them? I'm already there, right? Launch Control, I think I have their biggest plan. Like I pay whatever the biggest plan is, but you can get and use Launch Control for relatively cheap. And if you're already cold calling and skip tracing, you should absolutely be using Launch Control, 100%. How do you generate free leads, Jasper? That's the $1 million question, baby. So I have a bunch of investors here that I work with and realtors that I work with, and so they are out getting deals, bring them to me, and then I have the buyers, right? And so that's why I really highlighted, build your buyers list. But that's kind of my model. That's the inverse profit method, right? Like I go out and get free deals, and then I take that profit to put into marketing. And so, Jasper, if you want to talk about it, I'm more than happy to do a deeper dive on it because it's not just an answer I can give you right here, but essentially I work with other investors and agents alike to get me deals that I can go line up a buyer for in the wholesale model. Is essentially what I'm doing. Who closes over the phone, your team or the call floor? My team does. So the call floor brings the lead over into our CRM. From the CRM, my acquisition guys get on the phone and they will make everything over the phone. Now, for some of you out there, you guys are either thinking or are already doing this virtually, right? My whole model now is virtual. We are doing everything we can, even in Phoenix, not to have to go meet with the seller. Now, I don't want to lose a deal over it, right? If there's a deal that we really want and the only way to get it is to be there, we're going to be there. But we want our business to run as virtual as possible, regardless of it being right here in Phoenix, Arizona. So my team does all the offering. Mike, what up, dude? Sorry I missed it. Who do you use for skip tracing? Batchskiptracing.com, brother. And then just put in promo code TSOF, stands for the Science of Flipping. TSOF stands for the Science of Flipping. By the way, if you guys are not going to my YouTube channel and checking that out, subscribe to it. I drop a YouTube video there a day, each and every day on my YouTube channel. So just look me up, go to youtube.com/Justin Colby. Go check out my YouTube channel, man. I drop a video a day over there. But yes, batchskiptracing.com. Use the promo code TSOF. They'll hook you up with 3 cents off per skip trace. Who do I use for cold calling? I use 2 different sources. I can make some introductions to them. I know one of the groups that I use actually has taken on so many clients to start the year. They don't want to take on any more until mid-February. So the other group I do believe is still taking on clients. So if you actually send me a direct message, I will connect you directly with them and you can take it from there. So yeah, I use two different companies. Both companies, I have roughly about 8 callers, roughly per company, and they are doing all my calls for Arizona. I mean, Phoenix, Tucson, Oklahoma City. They'll also take on my new market of Milwaukee. What else, guys and gals? Hopefully, was this valuable? If this was valuable, let me know. Show me some love. Let me know you like this. If you did, then maybe I'll start doing this a lot more often. Do a little training, do a little Q&A, let you guys know. What other questions? How else can I help in my business? Again, if you have maybe deeper questions, you're trying to scale your business, maybe you're trying to get into the business and need a playbook, a game plan, book a call with me. Go to thescienceofflipping.com/call. Simply just book a call. I'm happy to help you however I can. Jasper Harrison says cold callers. Jasper, Marcus, are you cold calling the entire city, all zips, or are you calling motivated seller lists? So how I choose a market, and I think I said this, but I'll reiterate. I want a market that is under the median value. And then also, I know this is probably too simplistic for some of you guys who really analyze everything. I want to make sure there's a major university, and I want to make sure that there is a major sports team, at least one in the market. Okay. And that's a market under the median price point, and major university, major sports team in the market. If they have those two, I choose the market. Now, the submarkets of the market, that's where I'll actually start doing a little more research. I'll, network through my own personal network. If people know good markets to be in, I'll start taking a look at where buyers are buying. I analyze those markets because, like, when I go into Milwaukee, I'm not just going to do Milwaukee and start marketing. I'll likely do it the same way I did Oklahoma City, where I found the right markets to be in, like the submarkets, like Moore and Yukon. And I started marketing in those markets and Oklahoma City because I knew that that's where the buyers were going to be buying. Luke Wong, what's up, bro? Long time no talk. Right on, Yogi. Jasper, the cold calling hiring process. What country, male or female? So one is in the Philippines. The other is in Colombia. They are a mix. So there's men and women that are calling. Men and women that are calling. What else we got? If this was good, I wish I could have recorded this. That would have been pretty cool. But if this was good, let me know, man. Let me know. Any other questions at all before we jump off? Let me know if you have any other questions. I'm happy to help. Jasper, those are great questions, man. What's up, man? I just scheduled a call for Friday. Awesome. Let's jump on a call. Let me see how I can help you. I want to see where you're at now, what you're trying to achieve. See if I can give you a game plan or blueprint to attack. Again, if you guys are trying to scale your business, become more profitable, book a call. We will jump on a call and I'll make sure I can help you one way or another. I'll tell you that what I changed during COVID increased my profitability. So great, it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Andrew Gonzalez says, what do I use to track KPIs? I have a KPI tracker that I use in my business. And that's what I use. I have a KPI tracker. It's a Google sheet. You can create one yourself. Not very difficult, right? So I want to bring in, how many calls went out from those calls, how many contacts from the contacts, how many leads from the leads, how many offers, right? Just your typical KPIs. Marcus, you're very welcome, bro. Very welcome. Hopefully this was helpful to you. The thing that I think everyone needs to realize is a lot of times people think it's just a lead problem. While that can be the case, right? I also think a lot of people are not converting as well as they should. They're bringing in the leads. Maybe they're door knocking. Maybe they're cold calling, texting, direct mail, PPC. I think a lot of people aren't having a good enough time or are not good enough at converting the leads that they currently have. Like I have thousands and thousands of leads in my database that I actually continue to sift through, right? We will pull that list and we will drop it into a caller, we'll drop it into a text messaging, we'll drop it into launch control. If you guys, by the way, if anyone out there is, a big boy doing a bunch of deals, let me know. I'm a firm believer that PPC has the highest motivation of leads that you can get, right? And if you are someone doing deals, has a decent marketing budget, I would encourage you to be in the PPC game. It is expensive, right? It is the most expensive leads you can get, but you will typically have the highest conversion. So if you are interested in the PPC company that I use, I'm happy to connect you there. I'm happy to give you, whatever resources I can, right? My PPC company that I use Launch Control for the text messaging, launchcontrol.us. Just let them know Justin Colby sent you and you'll get hooked up. Batchskiptracing.com. TSOF is the coupon code for skip tracing. But yeah, if you're interested in my PPC company, let me know. I'll connect you directly with the owner. As long as you're a good fit, though, he doesn't want to just take on everybody, right? He's pretty, he really likes to bring on the right clients, right? That have had a lot of experience and run a good business. Gary, what's up, man? I'm going to schedule a call. Right on, Gary. Who does all your sick websites and Facebook marketing? I have a full team that does it for me, actually, that I pay on salary, and they run it for me. So that's who does it. They're my staff. In-house team, baby. I'll let them know is sick, though. I mean, I think they do a great job. So you're obviously seconding that. I wish I could see your name. Unfortunately, I can't. It says Facebook user, but I will let them know that someone appreciates their work as much as I do. That is for sure. What else? Anything else before I let you guys go crush it and get your offers up, bring in more marketing? You need to be getting your offers up, period. End of story. Make sure you're getting your offers up. If you're not making offers, you're not going to be able to achieve what you ultimately want, right? Like I use sports analogies all the time. It's the equivalent of swinging the bat. If you're not swinging the bat, you're not hitting the ball. If you're not taking the shot, you're not going to make it. That's offers. So you got to get your offers up. What else? What other questions can I help you guys with? What is the best way to comp properties? I love PropStream. I have MLS access. I don't use it. Now my team does, right? And specifically my manager, Anthony, he uses it all the time. It is the most accurate way to comp properties, MLS. But if I'm talking to everyone right now on this training, PropStream is my favorite. If you just go to PropStream and use promo code TSOF, they will give you 7 days for free on PropStreams. Go propstream.com and then use promo code TSOF, stands for the science flipping. They'll actually give you 7 days for free so you can try it out. It is my favorite way to comp. It's so super easy. I can do very quick comps. I would use PropStream all day. I do use PropStream all day. Marcus, what's up, man? Do you do verbal offers or always send you DocuSign? So we get somewhere in the ballpark, right? Great question, by the way, Marcus. We get somewhere in the ballpark, but I want a real offer, like a real offer DocuSign. So we will get to a place with the seller that I need to be around. And then I'll say, okay, here's what we're going to do is I'm going to run this by my money guy. He's the one that approves all money out. And so I'm going to run this by, and then I'm going to send you an offer. What's your best email? Oh, and then if you do work with, maybe someone's a little bit older and doesn't really love email. Okay, here's what I'll do is I'll get with my money partner and figure out exactly where we need to be. And then I'm going to mail you an offer and we mail it out. So it's all about the real offer. I call it a real offer versus verbal, right? I mean, verbals just aren't good enough for me. Do I have a particular list I use? Yes, my list is 10 years of ownership, absentee homeowners and owner occupied, under $200,000 assessed value or estimated value, I should say, and single family homes built 2000 and older. 2000 and older. Eric, what's up, man? Do you care at all how websites rank? No, I don't, Eric. I'm not the website guy for the real estate business. I'm not, I love Investor Carrot, but I don't put money into it. I just let it be there. So I'm not overly now pay-per-click. That's what I was saying. For those that are, they have a marketing budget and they're doing a decent amount of deals, I would encourage you to use pay-per-click advertising. If you're interested, I'll connect you directly with the owner of the company I use. But yeah, I do not quite care. Dwayne Johnson's in the house. What's up, dude? From YouTube. By the way, if you're not on my YouTube channel, just go subscribe. YouTube.com/Justin Colby. I drop a video every day on YouTube. Go subscribe to YouTube. Do you have a comping video using PropStream? Thanks, big dog. It should be on YouTube somewhere. I have recorded one. I have posted one. Don't know where I would have put it. I mean, it's in YouTube is my answer. And since you're on YouTube, probably pretty easy to find. Let me know if you can find it, Dwayne. Any tips on virtual assistants and virtual wholesaling? A lot of tips, right? But you need to run a model that works. I run a cold calling model for virtual wholesaling. It's actually the same model I run right here in Phoenix, right in my own backyard. And so that's kind of it's such a big question. I don't want to be evasive. I would suggest booking a call with me and my team. Happy to talk to you about it. Just go to thescienceofflipping.com/call, book a call with me. Let me know where you're at. I love virtual wholesaling, even in my own backyard, right? So I would encourage it. It's just, it's a lot to answer. No worries. How can we partner with you or guys like you? Great question. The reality is I'm always looking for deals. This is how I do so many free deals. If you can bring me opportunities here in Phoenix, Tucson, Oklahoma City, or even in Milwaukee, that is how we can work together, and I can make sure that you get a paycheck out of those deals. That could be just putting us together with the seller, and or maybe you have a deal you haven't been able to move and I have a buyer that can move it for you, whatever that looks like. But I'm always looking for more and more deals. Great question. Send me deals, right? Or send me leads, even better. Send me deals is a little like, oh, you have to go lock it up. You don't have to go lock it up. Send me leads, right? Send me properties that I can call the seller, negotiate the deal. I'll make sure you get paid for sure. Or if you can't move your own deals, I have a system for buyers at building a buyer's list in any market at any time. And so if you have a deal that you can't move, send it my way and I can see if I can help you. Yeah. All right, y'all. I hope this was helpful today. I'm going to sign out. Again, if you need anything at all, just go to thescienceofflipping.com/call. A lot of free resources there, but also if you need anything from me and my team, book a call. Casey, what's up, man? Who's my barber? I don't know, but they've only got like 4 hairs to play with, right? So, I mean, my barber's got doesn't have to do a whole lot. Appreciate it, Casey. What would you say the average contract rate percentage should be when you're cold calling? Average contact rate. Oh, got it. So I want 10% contact ratio. So for every 100 calls, I want to make sure I talk to 10 of the correct people. 10. You're the best, bro. Appreciate you. Eric, thank you. Andrew, thank you. All right, y'all. I appreciate you all. Hopefully that was helpful. I'll come back around if you guys like this. Talk to you all soon. Peace.